the heart of North Africa lies Morocco, a land where deserts meet mountains, where ancient Medinas echo with centuries of history, and where kingship has survived longer than in almost any other part of the Arab world. Morocco is a nation where tradition and modernity walk hand in hand, and at its center stands King Mohammed VI, a monarch who carries the legacy of over 1,000 years of royal history, while guiding his kingdom into the challenges of the 21st century. Mohammed VI is more than a ruler. He is the heir to a dynasty that claims descent from the Prophet Muhammad. He is both a political sovereign and a religious commander, both a reformer and a guardian of tradition. His reign reveals the paradox of a modern monarch's: how to preserve ancient legitimacy in an age of democracy, how to modernize without breaking continuity, and how to rule as both man and myth in a rapidly changing world. A dynasty rooted in prophecy, the Moroccan monarchy is not a new invention. The Alawite dynasty, to which Mohammed VI belongs, has ruled Morocco since the 17th century. But Moroccan kingship itself stretches back more than a millennium to the Idrisid dynasty of the 8th century. Unlike many monarchies swept away by revolutions or colonial powers, Morocco's throne endured because it was woven deeply into the fabric of religion, culture, and society. The king is not only a head of state, but the Emir al-Mu'minin, the commander of the faithful. This title places him at the heart of Moroccan Islam, giving his authority both political and sacred weight. It is this blend of temporal and spiritual legitimacy that allowed Morocco's monarchy to survive colonialism, independence, and the upheavals of the 20th century. The birth of a modern heir, Mohammed VI, was born on August 21, 1963, into the grandeur of the royal palace, but also into the turbulent realities of a post-colonial nation. His father, King Hassan II, was a master politician who balanced Morocco between tradition and modernity, between Western allies and Arab solidarity. Hassan II built Morocco into a strong state, but ruled with an iron hand. His reign was marked by the so-called years of lead, when dissent was silenced, opposition figures disappeared, and prisons held those who questioned the throne. The young prince grew up in this atmosphere of power and fear, but his education was thorough and international. He studied law and political science at the University of Rabat, before pursuing further studies in France. His doctoral thesis examined cooperation between the European Economic Community and the Maghreb. Evidence of his early interest in diplomacy and international integration. By the time of his father's death in 1999, Mohammed VI was prepared. Moroccans welcomed him not just as a successor, but as a possible reformer, a younger monarch who could open the country to new freedoms while safeguarding its heritage. A king of the people, Mohammed VI's coronation in 1999 symbolized the dawn of a new era. Almost immediately, he began to distance himself from the authoritarian reputation of his father. His early acts were designed to show compassion and modernization. He released thousands of political prisoners, softened censorship laws, and encouraged public debate. Newspapers tested boundaries, and opposition groups felt a sense of cautious optimism. He cultivated the image of a king of the poor, often appearing in public without elaborate ceremony, driving his own car and speaking with ordinary citizens. This image resonated in a society wary of distance between palace and people. For many, Mohammed VI seemed approachable in ways his predecessors had not been. Contradictions of a modern king. Mohammed VI is often described as a monarch of contradictions. He is both modernizer and traditionalist, reformer and guardian, accessible and immensely wealthy. His fortune, among the largest of any royal, contrasts sharply with the poverty of many citizens. His reforms expand freedoms, yet journalists and activists still face restrictions when they criticize the monarchy or sensitive issues. These contradictions reflect Morocco itself, a country straddling Africa and Europe, Islam and modernity, tradition and globalization. Mohammed VI embodies that duality, managing the tensions without letting them break the state apart. The personal monarch, unlike his father, who cultivated distance, Mohammed VI has worked to appear approachable. He is seen walking among crowds, speaking with citizens, and even driving himself through city streets. His marriage to Princess Lala Salma brought further attention. She became one of the most visible Moroccan royal consorts, projecting a modern image of Moroccan womanhood. Their later separation was handled discreetly, keeping his personal life from overshadowing his political role. Despite the secrecy surrounding royal finances and family, Mohammed VI has succeeded in maintaining an image of humanity. He is respected as a man who shows emotion and compassion, even as he carries the weight of kingship. Urban transformation and infrastructure, one of the hallmarks of Mohammed VI's reign, has been his ambitious urban development projects. He envisioned Morocco's cities not only as centers of culture and tourism, but as symbols of modern Africa. Casablanca was expanded into a financial hub, Rabat into a capital of culture, and Tangier into a global gateway with its mega, port and free trade zones. The king also spearheaded Morocco's high-speed rail project, the Al Borak, Africa's first bullet train, linking Tangier and Casablanca. These projects were not just about prestige. They reshaped Morocco's economic geography, attracting investment and connecting previously distant regions. For many Moroccans, these initiatives became visible proof of a monarch who wanted to push the nation toward modernity. Africa first. Regional leadership. While Morocco historically looked toward Europe for trade and diplomacy, Mohammed VI repositioned the kingdom as a central player in Africa. Under his leadership, Morocco rejoined the African Union in 2017, after decades of absence, signaling a return to continental politics. He pursued economic partnerships across West and Central Africa, with Moroccan banks, airlines, and energy firms expanding southward. This Africa First strategy was both pragmatic and visionary. It secured markets for Moroccan industries, while also enhancing the country's influence on the continent. Mohammed VI became known not only as a monarch of Morocco, but as a diplomat, king who envisioned his nation as a bridge between Africa, the Arab world, and Europe. Legacy in progress today, more than 2 decades into his reign. Mohammed VI continues to shape Morocco's path. He has preserved the monarchy through adaptation, embraced modernization while guarding tradition, and placed Morocco at the center of African and international diplomacy. His legacy is still being written. Will Morocco fully close the gap of inequality? Will freedoms expand further? Will Western Sahara be resolved? These questions remain open. Yet his achievements, religious tolerance, women's rights, infrastructure, diplomacy, have already ensured him a place in history as one of Morocco's most consequential rulers. Ancient throne, modern vision. King Mohammed VI stands as both a modern monarch and the heir to an ancient throne. His crown is not merely an ornament, but a symbol of centuries of Moroccan resilience. He has guided his nation through turbulence with pragmatism, preserving stability in a region often shaken by unrest. In him, Morocco sees its dual soul, ancient and modern, traditional and progressive, local and global. He represents a kingdom that is at once a guardian of Islamic tradition and a pioneer of renewable energy, a land where medieval Medinas coexist with high-speed trains, and where the voice of an ancient monarchy still resonates in the modern world. King Mohammed VI's reign proves that monarchy, far from being obsolete, can endure when it adapts, when it listens, and when it binds the future to the weight of history. Morocco's story is still unfolding, but its king has already secured his place as a leader who embodies both modern power and ancient legacy.